Hello and welcome. Today we are going to talk about the second ethical principle, that is rights and duties. So rights is basically an individual entitlement or a privilege to something. And there are two things in rights. Number one, the rights allow an individual or it empower an individual to pursue certain interests in his or her life. And the second one is the prohibition, that rights impose prohibition on other people, or it require other people to behave in a certain way toward the holder of the right. So, number one, rights basically allow or empower individual to freely or rationally pursue certain interests. It is a kind of empowerment. And the second one is the imposition of or imposing prohibition or requirement on others. So there are two main components of rights, empowerment and then imposing prohibition and requirement on others. Different types of examples of rights are rights to life, right to exercise religion, right to education, right to medical care, etc. Then based on the two aspects of rights, there are two types of rights, negative rights and positive rights. So the first one, the negative rights, is basically the non-interference rights start with, or the first step in rights is the non-interference, that one should not interfere in the affairs of another individual, or one should not interfere in certain activities and the holder of the right. Suppose an individual that want to do business, so no one should stop him or restrict him from doing business. Or another example may be that suppose an individual want to exercise his or her religion, so no one should stop him from going to mosque, church, or exercising his or her religion. The second aspect, or the second is the positive right, that an individual should be provided with the support to freely and rationally pursue his or her interests. So basically, number one is non-interference, that one should not interfere or restrict an individual, and the other one is the positive rights, which is that one should provide support to the holder of the right so that he or she may be able to pursue his or her interest in his or her life. Then there are other kind of rights, which are called legal rights and moral rights. Legal rights are basically the rights which are derived from a legal system. Our rights are empowerment which are available to an individual within the jurisdiction of a particular country or a state. So an individual is protected under the law or a legal system in a certain country. So such rights are called legal rights. Then moral rights are human rights. Moral rights and human rights are those rights which are available to all individuals wherever they are, to all humans wherever they are, because of being a human. Then there is the concept of duties. So moral rights are basically correlated with duties, and duties are generally the other side of moral rights. So, and one person moral right is the duty of another individual. So there are the moral rights impose correlative duties on others, either duties of non-interference or duties of positive performance. And then there are three main differences between the rights and the utilitarian principle. Number one, the first difference is that a right is basically about individual and it promote individual interest, while the utilitarian principle it talk about the collective benefit of society. And rights promote individual interests and it protect the individual choices against the encroachment by society. Second is the limit that rights limit the validity of appeal to social benefits and to numbers. It means that if a person has the right to do something, that no one can interfere or restrict him, even if it benefit a large number of people in a society. So we can say that no one can harm an individual, even if it benefit a large number of people in society. And third one is the that utilitarian standards sometime override or dominate the rights. Like in some circumstances, like public emergency or war-like situation, public property may be used for the public welfare or may be used by the government. So with this, we conclude our today's session.